Hi, welcome to the Julie Rowe Show. Today is Wednesday, February 5th. Hi, Eric.
Hello, Julie Rowe.
So, we have some announcements. That is the purpose of today's podcast. First announcement I'm super excited about is that the Multiple Probations book is finished. We have authors Eric Smith and Greg Christensen, edited by Julie Rowe, kind of. They get all the credit, actually. I don't want any credit for this book. You guys did all the hard work.
We each had our unique and different role in it, so
Yes,
it's okay.
These guys are awesome. They did a great job writing this book, and I give my stamp of approval for whatever that is worth. But it's an awesome book. It has a little 5x8 selling for $10, $9.99 or something like that, $9.95 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it has been actually very nice to hear people's feedback and how it's answered some questions that they've had and things they've wondered about. And it's got over 100 citations, and so it's a great little resource for people who are interested in that topic.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Multiple probations, and for sale on Amazon. And what's the best way to look that up? Just Google my name, your name.
I would go to Amazon and just search for Multiple Probations. It'll be the first hit. Yeah. That's
Cool.
the only avenue it's available at the moment. Just paperback.
Awesome.
That's it.
Okay. And we announced that for the first time on January 25th at my Layton class, and we sold it there. Had a great audience there. Just want to thank everybody for coming to that class, and I think we've had really good positive feedback on the book. So
Yeah.
that's really
And
cool.
on your class, Julie, that was a really good class. I always hear they tend to get better and better and better, and I think that was the case this time. So you did really great.
Thank you. That was your fourth one you've been to or something?
Yeah, about that.
So
I really enjoyed mingling with the people, and I want to thank everybody who gave me some of their time and talked to me. It was really nice. There were some really special conversations.
Cool.
I always have felt that there's a deeper purpose in your classes, and it's a bit more about reunions and reacquaintances and some things like that.
Right.
So.
Right, I really felt it on both sides of the veil. We had a lot of family on the other side of the veil. It was really super cool for me that way.
Yeah.
And from what I could see and was told by my angels on the other side, that was our biggest class yet, for those on the other side of the veil. So we just wanted to, I just want to invite everyone to come to the next class in St. George, wherever you may be. And if I can, I'm going to get Eric there, you guys. I know you want to see him too. So. I told him he's like a celebrity with our family on the other side of the veil, and he doesn't believe it. But man, we have all kinds of family on the other side of the veil that would love to see Eric come to that class too. So no pressure, Eric, but if you can swing it all the way from Idaho, then we'd love to have you come to that class too.
Thank you for the invitation. I'll do everything I can to go. They're always a good experience for me.
Yeah. And then we have that coming up on March 7th, actually, St. George, March 7th.
Right.
And super excited about that. And great venue, good size. We'll have plenty of room. So we have about a month left until the class. Registration, like always, will close about a week before. If for some reason that last week that you're not able to make it, we should have some seats available. And if you can't make it, then email me. But we really want to get everybody registered, at least a week up until. But if for some reason your finances don't allow you or your circumstances don't allow you to do it before then, and you do want to come to the class, we are willing. Our event coordinators, when I met with them this last week, said they are willing to go to the extra work to help get last minute people in too. So
that's cool.
Just want to put that out there. Yeah. But please, if you can, register before then. We don't want unnecessary last minute craziness. Also, Phoenix is coming up in April, and Mesa or Phoenix. I can't remember where I'm teaching. Mesa or Gilbert. We call it the Phoenix class, coming up in April. And then in May is Rexburg. And for those of you that would like to go to the tropical island of Oahu, I'll be there June 6th or June 13th or something. I don't remember my dates right now, but June. We have them on the website. I'm all over the place today. I did 8 sessions today, so is that a good excuse that my brain's a little bit wrapped up in some other matters right now?
I think that's a good excuse,
I'm going to go with
Julie.
It could also be like that I have a head cold, but maybe I just shouldn't make excuses and we should just end this. Put people out of their misery. Oh, Eric, can you think of anything else we need to announce?
No, not really.
Okay.
But,
your Doctrines of Ascension book too is out. We've announced that before, but we're going to sell that at the class again. So.
Yeah. Well, I feel I've reached my purpose in it. It's in paperback. It's in circulation. That's all I wanted, and so I'm happy. I've had nice response, good reviews on that. So.
Well, all right. I have something new they're telling me I can announce. I hope you're okay with it. But
yeah.
I am adding to and doing a little rewrite on From Tragedy to Destiny. So been working on that too. So stay tuned for the, I guess you could say, updated version of From Tragedy to Destiny.
Well, you might as well give us a little background as to why, You did go into that at the class just a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Okay, which part of it? Well, we wanted to keep being able to sell it, and Chad is in Hawaii. I have no manuscript. His computer was taken by the FBI. I saw this 6 months ago, and Chad in last spring sometime tried to get me to buy a bunch of books that Brigham Distributing had and spend $13,000 to pay him for books he'd published, and the Lord told me no, he had a different plan. I didn't tell Chad what the plan was, but the plan I was given is what we're doing now, which is to basically retype all of From Tragedy to Destiny and put more of my own energy back into it from what I originally sent Chad before he changed parts or put his energy into it or modified some of my verbiage.
Which is to be expected from any publisher.
That's what they do.
Right, they change things. But the nice thing about self-publishing, well, I don't know, maybe it has it's a step or two down from a publisher, but
according to publishers, it's less professional.
But you get the real and raw, which is I think is a better way to go for what you're doing here in the story you're telling.
So basically, I'm just gonna take more of what we had in Greater Tomorrow and put it back into Tragedy, and then I spent last week several hours a day for 3 days in a row, adding 2 parts or clarifying things that I told Chad, things that I originally wrote or that we discussed but we didn't feel were supposed to go into the first manuscript of Tragedy to Destiny. So it's not new information to Chad either. Chad is very well aware of this from a couple years ago, but I don't know how aware he will be of me going and doing this. But I guess he'll find out when he listens to my podcast announcement. So anyway, I'm excited about it. We've got a new book cover, new back of the book, changed the format. We're changing the organization of the book, the titles, subtitles, stuff like that. It's going to be a new book, but same story, my content, some of the same exact things, but we're just going to reorganize it. And same with the biography. And we have a new title for the biography. It's called Gifted for a Purpose. And we are going to do a new cover for that, new back cover for that. Same thing, so that we can have access to be able to continue to publish my story. Even though Chad is doing his thing wherever he is, I need to be able to do my thing. And so that's the plan. And we're going to add to the biography, update it at some point in time when we see some of these shifts that are coming. We're just waiting word from the other side of the veil of when we're supposed to add to that book.
Cool.
Those are our big announcements.
Hey, Julie, I have one more on a personal note, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
I just, when I was at your class in Layton, I had a number of people ask me, they were so kind to ask me about my job situation and how things are going since BYU Idaho retired me, or resigned me is probably a better way to say it.
Forced you to choose between this mission or working for them.
Right, exactly. Anyway, I just thought that was very kind of people to ask and to be concerned, but just so you know, we're in a better situation financially. The Lord has a way of just putting things in place and having them happen at the right time and right place and right way, and we're doing really well. And my wife is very happy with things. A lot of people, just another side note, will text Melissa, my wife, and say, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, Yeah, I mean, she almost second guesses herself because everybody thinks there should be a concern or a problem, and she's always like, "We're actually really good right now." And
Okay. Well,
so
your wife is amazing anyway, right?
she
She
really
she just
is.
is. And I also find that there's all these people that try to get to you through Melissa, and they always try to get to me through you and Melissa. Right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have these avenues where they think they can get inside information or they can have access to you. And so I get defensive and protective of Melissa because I'm like, leave her alone already.
yeah, yeah,
She's so kind, you know? So
yeah. That's nice of you. Thank you. So we're both in a good place. Everything's just right on track as far as the plan goes. We're all just very grateful. So
good, good. Well, thank you for saying that. It helps, I think, clear some things up, and maybe that'll help deter some of those people that feel like they have to, um, spread negative energy,
yeah,
you know, right? It's counterproductive. So,
right.
yeah, thank you. Thanks so much. And I just want to publicly thank all of you guys that have continued to be kind and loving in your emails and texts and coming up to us at the classes or wherever we may see you. Eric sees more of those people because he's out in Idaho. I'm out here in the Kansas City area, and so I don't see people until I go to Utah and Idaho. But I just want you to know that I see you and I'm thankful. So
Awesome.
anyway, I think that's it, right?
I think that's it. Thanks for the update.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna do another podcast sometime, but we don't know when.
Eyes open.
We don't know. Sure. Eyes open. Eric wanted to do one on coronavirus. I'm gonna be on the Steve Mitten show on Friday.
Oh yeah, right.
So we'll put that on the blog. I think we put it on some social media. Steve Mitten show, noon from 12 to 2 on Friday the 7th. Steve Mitten, he's out of Idaho, and we'll post that on social media. I think we already posted it once. We'll post it again. So stay tuned for that. You can get it live, or we'll put the recording of it on later on. I'm just going to be on the phone. I'm not going in person. And I have been in touch with some other media. Stay tuned for that.
Cool.
Okay, podcast coming up. We don't know when. We'll see. We don't even know what we're on. Coronavirus. We could talk about plagues. It's so depressing.
Yeah, it really is.
But we're supposed to help open eyes.
There's political things we could discuss. Trump, you know. Did you watch the State of the Union address? What was that, last night?
Of course I didn't.
You didn't need to. You saw it in vision, I'm sure.
I saw it in vision a while ago, and I was on the phone with a friend and texting somebody, and they said, hey, the State of the Union's on, and yada, 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 or whatever she's saying. And I said, that's okay. I'm going to go to bed. So then I can sleep on it.
Yeah.
No, I have a pretty good idea what he talked about. So.
There was a funny thing that happened. Your listeners might be interested in knowing. I talked to you about a week ago, and you're like, yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, in fact, Eric, I wanted to do a podcast talking about some of the Chad Dable stuff and coronavirus and tell the whole world that the Chiefs are going to win so we could have it on record that Julie Rowe predicted the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast never came together, but...
Right.
But, you know, for what it's worth, you did out it with me, at least. So sorry you didn't get your chance to say it to the world, but...
Thank you, Eric.
Some people are like, well, you know, she has a 50% chance, but...
Right. Well, Chiefs were favored to win. Or, well, of course she'd say that. She's a Chiefs fan.
Right. No, it is cool and significant because it's your husband's favorite team, right? And it's right in your neck of the woods. And they haven't been in a Super Bowl for how long? 50 years or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I saw it in vision about 5 years ago that at some point in time as we go into the tribulations, the Chiefs would win. And one of the ways I knew that it wasn't time for the Wasatch Wake-Up earthquake yet was because we hadn't had the Chiefs win yet. Now, some people might say that's weird, but there was a sequence of things they showed me, and the Chiefs had to win before we would have a Wasatch Wake-Up. That was one of the markers that I saw coming up.
Huh.
So now all bets are off, Eric.
But you have said recently that there's, you know, shifts that have been going on, the plan is fluid and this kind of thing. So does that mean, do you still see a Wasatch coming, a wake up? coming? Or?
Absolutely, I do. In fact, if I was God, I'd plan on April 9th on my April 9th excommunication anniversary. But since I'm not him, we'll leave it up to him to decide
Well,
when we're going to have that.
sure.
I sure think that would cause a ruckus, don't you?
It'd be really interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see if it comes this spring. I'm not going to predict this coming this spring, but it sure would be timely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. Anyway, maybe that's what we're writing in the updated version of the biography. We don't know when we're finishing that. Maybe that's what they're telling us. I don't know.
It's what I always had in mind right from the moment I knew I was going to write your biography, that it would begin on the wake up and end on the wake up. And so I was really bummed.
I don't want to give it away.
Wow.
Eric, you're giving away our best secrets. We planned this how long ago?
You're the one that just spilled the beans a minute ago, so I'm just running with it.
Okay. So you guys, big secret, Eric can predict the future too.
Oh.
He's known for 3 years. He actually did write the book this way. And we wrote it exactly like we were supposed to, and we have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I think we're going to get to write this book this year. That'll be fun.
Indeed. Well, on that note, thanks for tuning in. Catch you all next time. Whenever that is.
Since I can't predict the future completely, I don't know, sometime in the next couple of weeks. I'm home in February. I'm not traveling at all, so far as I know. And hit the road again on March 5th, headed to St. George. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Eric, you rock. Thanks so much.
Hey, likewise. Thanks.
Okay.
See you later.
All right. Talk to you guys later.